Hello, everyone. This is all about crystal skulls, just a little informational to kind of help you on your journey. Should you have a crystal skull? Are they right for you? What can they do for you? And why are they in our world and why are they becoming so popular? I first got involved in crystal skulls in 2008 when a 12-pound, huge human life-size crystal skull came into my life and started speaking telepathically with me. Will all skulls speak telepathically with you? No. Some of them impress feelings on you and symbols, and they all communicate in a slightly different manner. So part of the journey for you is to know what skull speaks your language, and then they'll help you learn and evolve. Some uses of crystal skulls: they can be portals to your past or portals to your future. They can heal ancestral lines, portals to other dimensions. They can anchor you in higher vibrations. They can open you up to cosmic consciousness and increase your intuition and your awareness. They can do soul healing, physical healing, spiritual healing, emotional healing, activate higher levels of DNA. Some people use skulls for guidance. I love to use the information. I make the decisions, but I utilize their information as guidance. You can use them for journeying, meditation, house clearing, aura clearing, grid work, altars. It's unlimited. It's whatever your imagination can think of is what you can use them for. I tend to work with quartz crystals. Why? Because quartz crystals are programmable. So even without the skull factor, the quartz part of this is like a computer. In fact, we use quartz in our computers. So that being said, that's like my favorite. The difference between a quartz and a non-quartz is if you have another skull that isn't quartz, you're still connected to the crystal skull grid. You still have the beautiful properties of that stone. I love skulls made from other materials. I'm not against that. I have a few of those that I enjoy. However, I really am drawn for when I'm doing healing work or any other kind of spiritual work to the quartz crystal. The first things that you can decide is, do you like the really clear ones? This is Dante. If they don't give you a name, you can simply name them. This is a raven skull. It's got the pupils. He did such a marvelous job of carving. And he's very, very, very clear. And so these tend to have, more intense energy. And then you kind of have the milky quartz. And see, this is more feminine or toned down, or, it's very soft energy. So that is also a factor, is what kind of energy do you want flowing from that skull? And you can have a variety of them. They come in lots of different shapes. Here's a really long one. See, this one has a really long body. I mean, this is an amethyst. So, there's like something for everyone in the crystal skull world. So these skulls can be utilized however you want to. You can program them like a computer. So you can program them for protection or healing or bringing you new opportunities that are, right for you. Picking out the size is another thing, because the larger the quartz or the skull, the bigger the computer. So this little skull, if you're doing land clearing, the bigger skull would have a bigger computer for that than this little rose quartz one. So you have to figure out the size of the skull that you want to work with. Now, here's one that is 11 pounds. This is an 11-pound skull. He's pretty big. And if you want to work with these, a lot of these skulls are master skulls. They're teachers and healers, and it's wonderful to have this big of a chunk of quartz in your house. I mean, wow. And then, so he's more masculine. See, he's more clear. I also have one named, that was Royston. This is Kalesa, who is the feminine energy. And you can see she is milky, and she doesn't have clear points. One of the things you'll also notice is skulls like this. Kalesa just had one small rainbow on her head, and through the years, she has developed more rainbows. And then the milky ones can develop more clear spots. This is a rutilated quartz, which is another quartz with another mineral in it. Now, some of the skulls, I have a rule that I want the face to look friendly. So you have to really look at that face and decide, does that look like a friendly face? Or, because I like to work with friendly faces. So only you can judge that. And some people like these more intense faces. They just like working with that. There's no right or wrong with that. So here's another clear one. This is Czar. He's 99.9% clear. You'll see so many different ways that they carve them. And, is that important? No, not really. Unless they are poorly carved and it bothers you. If the craftsmanship, if it's not there and it bothers you, then it would be an issue. Here's a smaller one. The difference is some of these skulls have rainbows in them. If you shine the light or the sun goes in a certain way, they'll flash rainbows, and so a lot of people are really drawn to the rainbow skulls. So I'm just going to hold up a variety of different skulls here, and then see what you think. Look at this skull. Can you get the personality? And then if I hold up, let's say I just hold up another skull here, can you tell the difference? Does one skull look a little different? Can you tell the difference in the personality? Just, look at the skulls and decide for yourself if you can discern that one of them has a different personality than the other one. So there is no really right or wrong way to choose crystal skulls. It's what you're drawn to. The skull that you are drawn to is the skull that you would want to purchase. It's one that they'll make themselves look really appealing to you. You might have the hair stand up on your shoulder or arms or top of your head. You might feel tingling, or you just, you're very interested in the crystal skull. Those are all signs that you could be connecting with the crystal skull. I will be having some little instructional YouTube videos on working more with them for doing clearing and things like that. And I'll post some charts for using them for skull dowsing. They're very interesting to do dowsing with these crystal skulls. So I hope that this little video is just kind of opening you up and introducing you to the concept that crystal skulls are really cool to work with, and it might be something that you're interested in. So tune in to my Melanie's Tarot page if you think that you are ready to jump into the crystal skull world. Thank you.